Good morning, listeners. Picture this: it's a sunny afternoon in New York's Lower East Side, West 4th Street, and the air is thick with the swoosh of basketballs and the chatter of quick-step locals. It's on these courts that actress Rebecca Wisicki, known for her role on CBS's Ghosts, had one of the most unlikely moments of her life. Only a few years after graduating college, Wisicki was speedwalking past a pickup game, eyes focused on the pavements and the rush of city traffic. Suddenly a blocked shot, a missed pass. A ball hurtles straight toward her. In a flash of instinct, she lifted one arm, palmed the ball, and shot it straight back into the game. The players erupted in cheers, laughing, and in that instant she felt a surge she'd never experienced before. She's never been cooler, in her own words, and that proud grin still, she says, shines on her face. Fast forward to the summer of 2018, before the pandemic's grip tightened on the city. Wisicki, along with friends, were relaxing on the grass at Tompkins Square Park. A man with an expensive smell in his air came over, flashing a black American Express and a rugged Rolex. He bragged about a penthouse in Tags By in fancy Italian fashion, and, in a cynical gambit, flaunted how many ladies he'd hooked with. He sounded like the Ivy League misfit that teenagers loved. Because he was smooth, "Oh look, I'm rich," was his script. The group nervously tried to read him. They did what sensible people do in the age of the internet: they typed his name into a search engine. What they found was a name that rang through the systems of the crackdown on artful con artists: the Bungalow Bungler. In the early 2000s, he was sentenced to prison for credit card fraud. He'd perfected the routine of infiltrating the city's glamorous clubs, swiping credit cards, and crashing a bodega bin of spectacular wealth. Wisicki admits she was surprised but intrigued. She sympathizes with these high-society grifters because for them, the biggest flaw is hunger for acceptance. That confession is a deep layer that tracks him back to his telling interviews from 2007, where he's as obvious as the chimney smoke. Both diary entries share a common vibe: in the city's noise, you can encounter anything from a no-fighter passive, a new opportunist, to a familiar streetwise hero. The ball's unexpected shot reminded her of her risk-taking on the streets. The bluffing fraudster she met reminded her that the city's facade is naked on the bus. And as a city, we love to see a ridiculous trait of reckless readiness. These diaries are telling: both the daily hospice and the hidden anachronism that some regard as an arsenal of humanity. So that's the sound of New York City, Tesco, because the city streets never sleep. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for more stories that travel from the city to your ears.